Okay, inherited a home that is paid off, right? What are your next steps? What does it mean? In this video, I'll just cover um, what I see when people inherit a home that doesn't have a mortgage and how to go forward with the process, right? So, of course, it depends on what you want to do with the house. The good news is obviously there's no debt. The bad news or expected news would be that there are annual taxes. You do have to maintenance the property and maintain the property. And as a matter of fact, if you're the executor or the head of an estate, then you have a fiduciary responsibility to do what's in the best interest of said estate, right? So you might have some legal implications that come with the responsibilities of being an executor. That's a whole nother video. I'm sure I'll cover that on the channel. Now, the next steps is, can you sell a home going through probate? It depends. If the person who passed gave the head of the estate, aka the executor, power to sell without court supervision, then you can sell a home before the probate is completely closed. Meaning, if you were put in charge of head of the estate and the will says, hey, listen, they have the ability to sell this home without the court supervision, then you can, obviously, right? If not, if the will doesn't directly, explicitly say that, then you will have to petition the court for authorization. This is where I would strongly urge you to contact a probate administration attorney, probate attorney, estate planning, elder law, any type of attorney in that realm who specializes in that, because most attorneys can help you handle an estate, and they know much more than I do or you do watching this video. However, anytime an attorney in my dealings, when I have dealt with families who are navigating probate, anytime an attorney niches and specializes in probate, there's always a better response I see from my clients from the legal side, saying like, okay, they were great, they helped me, they told me this, and they were communicative with me, they included me in the process, because they understand that, especially when you inherit a home, not only do you have lots of things to juggle, but all of the third party people involved, the realtor, the appraiser, personal property appraiser, anybody who helps you navigate the estate, the clean out companies, they're part of this ecosystem that's going to help you get to the probate being closed. So I'm saying all that to say, when you deal with somebody who's an attorney, when you deal with an attorney who specializes in probate, it's different than somebody who can technically just do it because they're licensed as an attorney. So that's just something to think about if you're watching this video and you have been put in charge of an estate, but you don't have legal representation yet, right? So after you petition or had to petition or didn't have to petition for court authorization, I would advise you to hire a licensed appraiser and an agent who is well versed and has some type of experience in probate sales, right? Shameless plug, I'm that agent. However, any agent where you are interviewing them for the business of selling the home that you recently inherited, you want to ask them what type of experience they have in probate, what they know about the probate process, because selling a house in probate is not the same as a traditional home sale. So you want to have people around you where this is nothing new, like where this is something where it's like, okay, well, they know that there's going to be things, there's going to be potential pitfalls, there's going to be things that have to be done a different way versus any other home sale, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. Other pitfalls to avoid is to do research, and by do research, I mean do title search on the property that you recently inherited, because when you do a title search, it helps you get ahead of potential issues down the line. I meet with clients all the time where they do a title search later on and they find out there's a mechanical lien, they find out there's a second mortgage, they find out uh, they need a payoff letter from this bank, but this bank sold the debt to another bank. Then we got to play find hide and go seek to find who has the lien, who has the debt. So these are real life situations where you need to do your research and try to get ahead of the curve, right? Also, that ties into my next tip, is to stay organized, right? It's actually one of the executive's responsibilities is to take accounting of said estate that they have been put in charge of. But there's a rule of life too: the more organized they stay, the more efficient you can work through probate. I wouldn't say easier, but the more efficient you can work through probate. And then three, my last tip is to be communicative with the beneficiaries. Again, I touched on this earlier. You have fiduciary, aka a legal responsibility to do the best on your part on behalf of the estate, right? Meaning the beneficiaries, if they feel like you're not doing your job, you can get in trouble, you can get removed, and you want to talk to an attorney about what that process could possibly look like. But you want to do what's best on the behalf of the estate and communicate with the beneficiaries, because this is their inheritance that they have a right to. But also, you just want to let them know what's going on in the estate, keep them updated so they're not out the loop. Maybe you guys have a great relationship, they'll be in the loop and they'll be helping you regardless. But maybe you don't have a weekly, monthly talking basis relationship with said beneficiaries. It's still in your best interest to let the beneficiary know what's going on with the estate and what the next steps are looking like. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you got some tips from this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Text this to somebody that's going through probate in New Jersey. Thank you guys for watching.